All right, guys. Hey, welcome to day 4 of the Nashville NXL event. Like I'd mentioned, I am going to be doing some interviews today, so that's why I'm actually in front of the First Form booth over here, which is cool because they're not a paintball company, so I wanted to have them talk about their products. And yeah, it'd be better if you just heard it from somebody from there. So I'm going to flip the camera around and have them explain a little bit. Go.
What's going on, guys? Jake Taylor from First Form here. Just wanted to kind of let you know what we came out here for. I know we're not really a paintball company, but you guys, as paintball players, you guys are really beating your bodies up out there, and supplementing can definitely take your performance to the next level. That's why we came out. We wanted to mix up some samples for everybody so they can get some in them and not fatigue throughout the day. We got some of our proteins mixed up over here. This is just a 100% hydrolyzed whey protein isolate. What that's going to help out is just helping out with recovering the muscle tissue after you come off the field. It's going to get your body back into repair, get you ready for the next round. And then we also got some alpha.
It's also super light in your system too for when you're running on these hot days. Like, it's not going to weigh you down. So
yeah.
It's good for that.
We also got our Alpha Cree HD mixed up here. This is one of our pre-workouts. There's no stimulant in it. You guys don't want your heart beating out, out of your chest while you're running around out there. It's just going to help out with physical endurance while you're out there. It's got creatine, beta-alanine, electrolytes. Serve yourself up a cup there.
Especially when you guys are, you're squatting in the bunkers all the time. Like, dude, that's a lot of endurance goes into that. So you'll definitely be able to prolong that fatigue a lot longer with the beta-alanine in there.
I know you had mentioned before that you're not really a paintballer, but what do you think about the NXL?
Man, I'll tell you right now, the environment here is awesome. Everybody's super friendly, everybody's super chill. Got some intense matches going on. I'm having a lot of fun. I've never been in anything like that. I'm having a blast. I know Tyler definitely, he's had his fair share of paintball matches.
The NXL is definitely different from Nipple and a couple of the other leagues that were here in the past, and things run a lot more smoothly. So it's nice to see paintball going in that direction because that's what it needed. You're seeing companies like Nike, Under Armour get interest in it, and that's why I wanted to come out here. I've been trying to get in the paintball scene for the past year. Real good friends with the Houston Heat, so we're going to try and make it happen. Try and make this a regular thing.
And if a team wanted to get in contact with you, I know we got the website here. We got firstform.com. But is there anybody that they should try to get in contact with? Maybe
you can go to shoot me an email directly. You can find me at the J Taylor, that is JTAYLOR at firstform.com, and that's spelled 1STPHORM.com. And you shoot me an email, and I'll be able to help you out, man. We got a team of nutritional, sports nutrition specialists, fitness nutrition specialists, personal trainers. We'll help you out and just take your performance to the next level. Because that's going to really make a difference for you guys on the field out there.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out. Hopefully, we'll see you at the next event. All right, guys, so like I had said, I'm going to be getting some pro interviews, and I got Tim Montresor here with Temp Bay Damage. So, Tim, how's the weekend been for you?
We've had better. We've had worse. So, the team had a good showing. We lost in the first round on Sunday to X Factor. So, it was a good showing, though. I think the team's progressing the right way, though.
Yeah, so you've just jumped on with Damage. So what is it that wanted you to go over to Damage, and how has it been so far? You've been with them for the whole season.
Yeah, so I've known Jason Edwards for a long time. So we played together on the Philadelphia Americans like 6 or 7 years ago, and we've always been friends. And when everything ended with me and Heat, there was an opportunity for them, and they got a good program growing up, and I felt like it's something I want to be part of. So it's been going really well. Cool.
And how long have you been in paintball?
Let's see, I've been playing paintball for about 15, 16 years. This is my 14th year professional.
Cool. So for our viewers here, what is it that you think separates players that are coming up? What is it advice, I guess, that you would give to them to make that next bump, whether it might be Division 4 to 3 or even D1 or semi-pro to pro?
It's commitment. The reality is it's all commitment, right? If you have the mindset that says you want to go up and do it and you put the time in, it's not one of these games like basketball or football where you have to have a significant amount of physical attributes. You just have to have a willingness to want to learn. And we've actually I had a couple of discussions with some of the Dynasty guys. We haven't seen the next level of progression of a lot of these players coming up. Like, when was the last time you saw a young player coming up?
Right.
Maybe Spica or something?
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so I think a lot of it has to be just maybe the commitment. Paintball is incredibly expensive, and you have to be willing to make the sacrifice to say, this is all I want to do. You'll get the Dynasty guys, the Impact guys, myself, the Damage guys. There was a time when this is all we did. You worked just to pay for this, and maybe it wasn't the best decision in regards to our financial well-being, but that's what it is. And You know,
Because it took you how long to finish school? I remember you saying it took a little bit longer.
I started my undergraduate 3 times, and then I went back eventually to my master's. So from the time I finished high school, the time that I did my master's, it took me 10 years, and it was stop, start. But you have a semester, and then you're like, oh, I could go to Europe and play this European tournament. It's about the experience, and I chose the experience. And in the end, who knows if it was the right decision, but I enjoyed it, right?
Good. Well, I guess since the NXL is still pretty new, I mean, this is this is only the second year. So what is it that you think is the right direction that the NXL is going in, or is there anything that if you were CEO?
Ooh. Yeah. So I talk to Tom Cole all the time. I think Tom is the right guy for the job. He's awesome. He's a great guy. The best president that we could have. I have my own opinions from, as an industry manufacturer and also as a pro paintball player. I think we have some issues that need to be addressed. I mean, I think the problem for us is our target demographics. I'm going to tell anybody, whether it's you or it's another vendor or something on TV, it's just our problems are target demographics, right? You look at the average income per player, and again, it goes back to being expensive. When I started playing paintball, 10-man, anybody could play. It was a big field. You could have people from the ages of 15 to 55 playing pro. I mean, Bob Long didn't start playing pro till he was 40. A lot of people don't even know that. Right?
I didn't know that.
That's a crazy statistic. Now, if you're 35, you're on the outs.
Right.
So I do think we have to make some adjustments. I mean, I have my own ideas and theories, but I think the league and people and the players have to be willing to accept the fact that we have to make changes, or this is only going to go down. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying that this is an incredibly difficult game that economically kind of stretches us a little bit.
Right. I really appreciate you taking this time, and I know that you're trying to break down the booth. This is the most depressing part of a tournament, by the way, is when you see everybody breaking down and the field's getting all deflated, and you're like, oh, I have to go back to real life.
Yeah, that's all. It's like real life.
Oh, actually, I guess I do have one more question. So you've been working with initially it was DLX, Smart Parts, then DLX, and now with Shocker. It's pretty much the same company.
It's been about 10 years I've been with them. Yeah.
So what is it that I'd worked with Exalt, but what is it that you think if somebody wants to get into the paintball industry, what is it that you would say that the biggest advice that you would give them?
Don't expect to get rich.
That's true. I second that.
It's just you do it because you love it. I mean, we go to school, we do all these things to try to make these companies that we love better. I mean, growing up with Smart Parts, I always wanted to have one of those automags with that cool bonsai splash and that stainless steel back with a matching tip, and it's just something we love, and you do paintball and you're part of paintball because it's your passion. Right. If it's not your passion, you just want to do it to say you did it. Enjoy it for what it is, but if it's your passion, then be all in and just enjoy the experience. Right.
Yeah, you're not going to get rich because I didn't make anything when I was the warehouse manager for Exalt. But yeah, so Tim, again, thank you, bud, and I guess good luck in Cleveland. So I know it's back to the drawing board. So
off to London tomorrow for the Millennium.
Oh, hey, well, that's what I wish I was able to do. But yeah, thanks again, bud.
Right, man.
All right, guys, so hopefully you liked the interview that I had with Tim Montresor and the guys over at First Form. It was just cool to have a non-paintball company over there. So I'm hoping that they're able to come back. I think they want to. So it'll be cool to have a non-paintball company supporting the league. So I think that's really cool. All in all, I think the event went pretty well. I did have a couple issues, at least on my field. There was some reffing issues. I mean, that's going to happen, but if it's a bad call here and there, I'm kind of like, okay, that's fine. But I kind of feel like there was more than there should have been, in the sense that, like, we had a guy that was shooting this way, got run down, somebody came to bunker him, and that guy turned his gun all the way around and didn't get a penalty for that. And that should have been a playing on penalty. I don't know. Sometimes those calls are going to go, and there's not going to be somebody that calls that, but I don't know. I kind of felt like that was unacceptable. But regardless, Shane and I here, we're helping out. Yeah, long trip. We were helping out some old teammates of ours. I remember in the first video for this series here, I mentioned that Shane and I had played on our first paintball team together. It was my first team. Was it your team? Yeah. Okay, so it was his first team as well. And little Jamie is not so little anymore. I still call him little Jamie, even though he's taller than me. But it was good to see him and Danny and a couple other guys that I hadn't seen in a while. But Danny and Jamie's team actually had moved on, so we were helping pit with them, and Shane had been helping them out all weekend. But as you can see, let's see if I can move this a little bit. You can see all the bags of paint in there, and we got cases and all that. Shane has a lot more than I do.
Ooh, I did good.
I
worked hard, everybody. If you want it, you got to work for it.
He was sweating. Like I remember I got done. I was going to go help Pitt with the Ironman a little bit later, and I was watching some games, and he walked over, and his shirt was just completely soaked. So he definitely worked harder than I did, but it pays. Like I said, guys, seriously, if you want paint, go and talk. If you see a professional player, hey, do you guys need a pit crew? And just go in. They're not going to take their paint back with them, so you'll be able to get that, and you might have to dump it in boxes and then go buy Ziploc bags. But I mean, I probably ended up with let's see, we can call it about 10 cases of paint, 8 to 10 cases, I think, for myself, and Shane probably has like 25 or 30 just from working all weekend. So you're going to work hard for it for sure, but it's definitely worth it. I as a player thought the event was great, but what did you think, Shane?
I thought it was good. The weather held up. It rained a little bit, so it wasn't too bad. It looked like it rained in the finals too. Fortunately, I wasn't there for the finals. I had to get going. You know, we got a long drive. But other than that, yeah, I had a good time, and it was one of the better events I've been to. I went to all 3 this year, so I would say they're definitely, doing good for the sport.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I like what the NXL is doing. I think that they're definitely a step in the right direction. I can agree with Tim that I'm not sure where the change should be. Remember in the interview a little bit before, Tim was talking about kind of the target demographic, and paintball is expensive. So I don't know if maybe he feels like limited paint is the way to go. But I don't know. I don't know what his opinion is on that, because I didn't ask. So I know PB Nation does have some interview stuff from the different pros, so you can go on there and check it out. But guys, I just want to say thank you for coming along with the journey here. Hopefully you enjoyed the videos, and hopefully I can get some other interviews with some of the damage guys and some of the other players. But yeah, I guess we'll just leave it off there. Like Shane was saying, we got 11 hours, 10-hour drive, something like that. So hopefully Atlanta doesn't kill us again like it did when we first went up here. So guys, thanks again for jumping along, and as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.